Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube. It's great to have you here with us for another week. Youth Pastor Josh here. Hey, we had a great week at youth last week and we're really excited to be back again this week. So if you're in the Harvey Bay area, pop on down on Friday night. We can have 50 people here in the building, which would be really, really cool. Another quick devotion here for you guys this morning. I'm looking at 1 John 3. Going to start at 16, go all the way down to around 23. And we're going to pick apart this scripture together today. It says this: "This is how we know what love is, that Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need, but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions in truth. This is how we know that we belong to the truth and how we set our hearts at rest in his presence. If our hearts condemn us, we know that God is greater than our hearts, and he knows everything. Dear friends, if our hearts do not condemn us, we have confidence before God and receive from him anything we ask because we keep his commands. And what we do pleases him. And this is his command: to believe in the name of his Son, Jesus Christ, and to love one another as he commanded us." It's a pretty awesome scripture, very challenging today. That we know what love is because Jesus went to a cross for us and sacrificed himself, his own wants, and even his comfort, to the point of dying on a cross, like surrendering his whole life just for us, that even though we were sinners, he loved us so much that he would take the punishment that we deserved. And for us, then John alludes to the fact that, hey, if we've got stuff and we see injustice or brokenness, or a brother or sister that's in trouble, and we have the ability to help them, but we have no pity for them, we have no mercy for them, then we don't have the love of God. How can we actually have the love of God in our hearts? And that's a challenge for each of us, because we all see brokenness, we all see hurting people every day, right? And do you have pity? Do you have the love of God for those people? And that's a question for you, that's a question for me that I'm going to ask myself every day. But it's a challenge to get closer to Jesus, because he will grow that love in your heart. It also says, "Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." I think it's really easy for us. We've got so many social media platforms. We've got YouTube, we've got Facebook, we've got, Instagram, Twitter, all these things, TikTok. It's really easy to be really passionate and speak about how we can love the world and make it a better place, but it's actually quite a bit harder to actually live it out. So my challenge for you guys is, let's just not be people that talk about the right thing to do. Let's actually be people that do the right things. Let's actually be people that show people love and compassion with how we live, that we actually show people pity and mercy and empathy and compassion by doing things to help them, by being the person that smiles at the person at the counter and asks how their day is, that is the person that shows compassion on people when they're lost and broken. And if they see a friend or somebody else's friend that's been let down or betrayed, then you love them and you gently help them, and all these sort of things. And I just pray for you today that honestly God would reveal to you a way forward to love people better, and would actually put compassion and mercy and love in your heart for others, and that it wouldn't just be something you talk about, it'd actually be something you live out and that you do really well. Well, bless you guys, have a great week. Youth Pastor Josh signing out. See you guys tomorrow night at youth.